The Obamas have arrived back at their $4.3 million new Washington, D.C. home after a well-earned break on Virgin billionaire Richard Branson's private island. The former first couple flew out of paradise on Thursday after 10 days in the Virgin Islands, with no children and no work obligations. They have now returned to their 9-bedroom home in the elite Colorama neighborhood, which is just 2 blocks from Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner's new $5.5 million pad. Their beaming smiles as they boarded the jet on the Isle or Tortuga were a far cry from the tensions left behind in Washington, D.C., where President Trump on Thursday eased a sanction on Russia, said he wouldn't rule out military action against Iran, insulted the U.S. deal with Australia, and started the national prayer breakfast with a prayer for Arnold Schwarzenegger's Apprentice ratings. The Obamas arrived at the Tortola airport via a red helicopter. They then made their way back to Washington, and returned to their home just blocks away from Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump. A motorcade was seen pulling up to the house, while signs dotted the road on neighboring lawns welcoming the former first family home. The pair have been staying on one of Richard Branson's private islands, believed to be the eco-resort island of Mosquito, which the Brit owns in addition to Necker, where he keeps a home. The pair holidayed in the Caribbean without their daughters Sasha and Malia, who had joined them their first weekend after leaving office for a few days in Palm Springs, California. Sasha is believed to be back in D.C. where the former first couple will live as she finishes high school, and Malia is in New York on her first week of an internship working for Harvey Weinstein. On Tuesday, the Obamas posed up with well-wishers on Tuesday on a lunch out, despite the fact all employees on Branson's Island were reportedly been banned from even carrying a smartphone while the first couple are in residence. During day 8 of their tropical vacation, the Obamas enjoyed the afternoon with their billionaire friend on the island of Anegada, having lunch at the local beachfront restaurant Karek Beach Bar. The former first couple, who traveled from a long weekend in Palm Springs to the islands on Branson's private jet last Monday, were first spotted on the island in photos. Staff on Mosquito Island claim they had been hosting Obamas. An unnamed source told a local paper the Obamas and their entourage were staying there, and staff members were not allowed to walk with any phones to work for the duration of the visit and are subject to searches from the U.S. Secret Service. Staff were also subject to frequent Secret Service checks. The former president's delegation numbers about 100 and includes mostly Secret Service officers and other aides for the former first couple, according to the paper.